In today's video I will show you how to send data from iOS to watchOS and watchOS to iOS using Flutter. So first of all I will show you the output. So here I have one button on watchOS and one button on iOS. So if I click on this button of message on watchOS, here you can see the watchOS has sent some data called hello from the watchOS, and we also give a callback to watchOS that okay, this data was sent successfully. That's why you are seeing this response be excellent to each other, but it can be anything. Okay, and here like in this example I'm sending string data, and now suppose I click on send data to watch. So I will send some data from iOS to watchOS. If I click on this button, here you can see my super secret data has been sent from iOS to watchOS, and we are giving the same callback to iOS that okay, this data was sent successfully. So this step will be useful if you have a real iOS device as well as an Apple Watch. So you will have to follow this manual guide on how to pair your Apple Watch or iOS device. So this won't be done programmatically, the user has to do this manually. Okay, so this is the one step. If you don't have a real iPhone or an watchOS, you can use the simulator as well, and for that you can't use a normal simulator and a normal watchOS. You will have to pair them. Now how to pair them? First you will have to install the watchOS SDK as well. Okay, just like iOS, install the watchOS SDK. Next what you will have to do is you will have to go to your simulators. You will have to click on manage run destination, go to the simulators part, and here you will have to click on this plus button, and here you can choose any device type, but you will have to check this paired Apple Watch. Okay, and click next and give some name if you want to, or keep it as default, and click create. I have already created this. If you have lot of simulators, better to give it a name, otherwise you will get confused. So I have created an iOS simulator pad and Apple Watch simulator pad as well. Next, so for as I have told you, for iOS mostly we'll be using Flutter, but for watchOS we will be creating the watchOS project inside our Flutter project itself. So this is for watchOS. So here as you can see, simple Flutter project, and I have refactored my homepage widget. I have taken this data variable because we will be getting some data from watchOS as well, right? So that will be stored inside this data variable. Next, this is the method channel. This will be called because once we want to send some data from iOS to watchOS on a button click, that's why. And here we will be listening to this event channel as well. Okay, and there is this build phases step as well. I will come back to this. I have written it multiple times so that I don't forget it. And here inside init state I have just initialized our subscription so that I can constantly listen for that data. And here I'm, as you can see, I'm like assigning it to a variable. So this data would be sent from watchOS to iOS. And on dispose I'm just cancelling the subscription, and here inside safe area you can see this is the text received data from watch, and I have just assigned a variable, and this is the text button for sending data from watchOS to from iOS to watchOS, and this is the data which I am sending. Okay, and so yeah, that's it for the Flutter part. Next, what you will have to do, open iOS project inside Xcode. First thing what you have to do is you will have to go at the top, file, new, target, and here you will have to select watchOS, select app. So over here, so here once you come over here, you can give your project any name, but make sure you select this watch app for existing iOS app. So this is my existing iOS app runner, and just give some name, product name, and just click on finish. I have already created it. My watch app name is my watch app. Okay, and here first I will go to app delegate.swift. Even before that, one important thing which I want to tell you guys before even before I forget. So firstly you will have to go to your project, this build phases part, go to runner, and here you might see this embedded watch content at the bottom. Make sure you move it at the top before compile resources. Okay, so this should be the important thing, otherwise your project won't compile. And for watchOS I think it should be default. Just make sure this is how it should look like. Next we will go to app delegate. So this is still for our iOS app, and here you can see I have first what I have done, I have imported watch connectivity. Also I have changed the iOS deployment target to I think 14 or 13, I guess. think so the my watch is 10 because 10 is the maximum at the time of this recording, but for iOS if you check it is 14. Okay, so make sure you change it to 14 as well, because this watch connectivity I think is from 14 or 15 I think. So yeah, make sure it is 14 at least. Then I have implemented w session delegate because we want to connect to watch, and this flutter build stream handler because we want to continuously listen from data from watchOS side as well. Next, this is again for our stream handler which I have created. Then here I have initialized our controller. Then we are registering our flutter event channel, again the stream handler part, and here I have created method channel for our watch platform so that we can send data from iOS to watchOS. And here we are first checking whether the WC session is supported or not. If yes, then activate it. And here you can see once this send to watch method is called, I am first getting the data which you are sending it from the flutter side. Then I am calling this send message method, which I will just show you shortly, otherwise just display error message. Next, this method is overridden from the WC session delegate. So here you can see as soon as this gets called as soon as our iOS device know that the same watch is installed on the watchOS as well. Like I wasn't able to show you on the simulator. I was not able to show you for the simulator because I think there was some bug on the simulator. But yeah, I think it was working on the simulator as well, but at the time of showing it to you guys it wasn't working. I'm not sure why, but I think for the real device it should work. So what is so this is one method. The other method our session did become inactive and did deactivate. So if you want you can use this method as well. And so here is the method of send message. So we will use this to send data from iOS to watchOS. So yeah, like pretty simple, like just call session dot send message and it does everything for us. We don't have to worry it by ourselves. But if you see, once I call this send message, I am calling this event sync as well, so that I want to get the response. Like once I send a message, I want to get a confirmation on the iOS side as well that okay, this was sent successfully. And where do you get this response from? It is this. So if you remember, once I was sending some message from iOS to watchOS, we was getting a callback to iOS that okay, be excellent to each other. Same for watchOS to iOS, then the watchOS was getting a callback, okay, be excellent to each other. But you can send any message which you want to. Okay, so this is that thing. And so yeah, here that is what I am doing, did receive message. So yeah, here as you can see I am so this is for once we get a message from watchOS side. So here you can see I am doing this event sync. Okay, I have received some message and from watchOS, and I am just sending it back to the flutter side. So yeah, and here this is the on listen and on cancel of our flutter stream handler itself. So yeah, that's what I am doing over here. Now for our watch app, all I have done is that if you go to the content view over here, if you can see that I have just taken a v stack and I have created a state object for our connectivity file. So I will just show you what the connectivity file is. And here I am just displaying a text of whatever received text is, and I have just created a button of send message. Okay, not nothing more, nothing less. So, and if you see the send message here, I am just saying hello from watch, that's it. And I am just calling this send message, which is defined in this connectivity class. Now here you have to create a Swift file called connectivity, but make sure you mark this as checkbox, this for your watch app, because this is watch related file. So here again I am importing watch connectivity. I am importing w session delegate. I am using an observable object, and here as you can see I am using receive text again. And also here I am defining whether the session is supported or not. If yes, then only activate it. And this method is for watchOS only, so if you want you can use it. And this is for sending the message. So here you can see that once we receive a message, for send a message, so this is the received text like this. You will get this over here in the response. Okay, and once you receive any message from iOS, I'm just assigning it to our received text as well. So this is from the iOS to watchOS, and here you are sending from watchOS to iOS. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. There is no permissions inside info.plist, but yeah, don't forget to do that build phases part, because that tripped me up a little. make sure the embedded watch content is add up. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.